This moment is perfect.
Sometimes love doesn't need grand gestures. It reveals itself in the smallest details, like the way two people smile when they forget the world is watching. In 2025, the entertainment world is captivated by one name that seems impossible to ignore: Yulong and Yang Miemie. What started as a simple partnership on screen has turned into a story that feels written by destiny itself. Every photo, every candid moment between them radiates a warmth that words can hardly capture. Fans call them the most beautiful couple of the year, and for good reason. Whether they're walking side by side at an event or sharing quiet laughter behind the scenes, there's an effortless tenderness that draws everyone in. It's not staged, it's real, genuine, and heart-touching. Today, we'll uncover how this beautiful connection began, why fans are convinced there's something deeper, and what makes Yulong and Yang Miemie's bond feel so timeless. Stay with me until the end, because by the time this story unfolds, you might find yourself believing in love all over again. And to everyone watching, may your day be filled with happiness and gentle hearts. There are moments in life that feel as if time itself slows down, when the air between two people becomes heavy with unspoken meaning. For Yulong and Yang Miemie, that moment arrived beneath a canopy of cascading purple wisteria. The world around them shimmered in violet hues, and the soft petals seemed to hold their breath as he looked at her. Yulong, dressed in a suit the color of twilight, appeared both elegant and quietly mesmerized. Yang Miemie, radiant in her flowing lilac gown, looked like she had stepped straight out of a dream, a vision that the flowers themselves seemed to bloom for. Her eyes lowered gently, a mixture of grace and mystery, as if she feared that one glance too long might reveal everything her heart was whispering. In that single frame, fans saw something deeper than beauty. They saw connection, the kind that can't be scripted or directed. It was as if every petal falling around them carried a secret promise, one that neither of them dared to say aloud. If love had a color, one fan wrote under the photo, it would be the color of their gaze, gentle, endless, and impossible to look away from. From that day, the internet began to fill with edits, fan art, and endless threads analyzing their expressions. Every tilt of Yulong's head, every faint smile on Miemie's lips became a clue in a love story the audience longed to believe. But perhaps the most breathtaking moment came later, on a quiet bridge under the silver moon. Dressed in shades of pale blue, the two stood side by side, facing the vast night sky. There was no audience, no script, no camera flash, just moonlight spilling over their shoulders like a gentle blessing. The reflection of the moon danced in the river below, shimmering like a mirror of their silence. Yulong glanced at her, not with the gaze of an actor looking at his co-star, but with the quiet awe of a man realizing he is standing next to someone who feels like home. Yang Miemie didn't need to say a word. Her soft expression, calm and distant like the night sea, spoke of serenity, the kind of peace that only exists when hearts recognize one another. That scene became legendary among fans. Under the same moon, they became poetry, one wrote. And indeed, there was something poetic in their stillness. Two souls framed against the eternal moon, their story unfolding in silence. The symbolism was impossible to ignore. The wisteria, often seen as a flower of enduring love, represented patience and timeless devotion. The moonlight, soft, elusive, ever-changing, symbolized a connection that, though unspoken, remained constant even in the darkest nights. Together, these two moments painted the portrait of a romance that felt destined, the kind that doesn't burn bright and fade, but glows steadily like a hidden ember. And while the media speculated and fans debated, Yulong and Yang Miemie continued to appear together with effortless grace. No denial, no confirmation, only gestures, glances, and smiles that kept the mystery alive. Their story wasn't one of loud declarations, but of gentle certainty. A love that doesn't rush to prove itself because it already knows it's real. So perhaps the truth is simple. They didn't need to say they were in love. The world could already see it. in the way the flowers bent toward them, in the way the moonlight wrapped around their shoulders, and in the way their silence spoke louder than words ever could. If love were a season, theirs would be spring, gentle, full of promise, yet powerful enough to make the coldest heart believe again. Amid a garden bathed in sunlight, Yulong and Yang-Mie-Mie stood surrounded by white blossoms swaying in the soft breeze. The petals fluttered down like blessings from the sky, framing them in a picture that could melt even the most skeptical observer. He wore a classic black suit, simple yet elegant, his expression calm but proud, as if silently declaring, "This is the person I choose to stand beside." She, in a white gown that seemed to borrow its light from the morning sun, looked both ethereal and grounded, her grace as natural as the season itself. To fans, this was more than a photo. It was a declaration without words. The harmony between them wasn't just seen, it was felt. Every angle of that moment radiated peace, trust, and a sense of completion, as though the universe itself had finally exhaled. "They don't need vows," a fan commented, "because their eyes already promise forever." Behind this seemingly effortless chemistry, however, lay a story of patience and sincerity. Both Yulong and Yang-Mie-Mie had faced the weight of fame, endless schedules, flashing cameras, and the thin line between performance and real life. Yet, amid all that noise, they found something remarkably quiet in each other: understanding. In interviews, Yulong often spoke about how important shared silence was, a space where words became unnecessary. And Miemie, in one rare talk show appearance, smiled gently when asked about him. "Some people bring peace when they walk into a room," she said softly. "He's one of them." Those words spread like wildfire online, turning casual fans into believers. People didn't just ship them anymore. They rooted for them, the way you root for something pure in a world obsessed with spectacle. The symbolism of the white blossoms wasn't lost on anyone. In many cultures, they represent new beginnings, purity, and faithful love. Perhaps that's why this image resonated so deeply. It wasn't just romantic. It was serene. It suggested that after storms of rumor and speculation, their bond had found clarity. Their dynamic reminded fans of the calm that follows a long winter, not fiery passion, but enduring warmth. He stood protectively behind her, arms gently encircling her waist, not possessive, but steady, like a promise to always be near. She leaned subtly toward him, poised yet unguarded, her presence echoing quiet confidence, the kind born only from trust. No scandal, no drama, just a connection so real it didn't need defending. And perhaps that's what makes their story so magnetic. They never chased attention. Attention simply found them. When entertainment outlets tried to decode every gesture, fans responded differently this time. Instead of demanding confirmation, they wrote poems, edited videos, and shared their favorite quotes under fan hashtags like "Cars Spring of Yulong and Miemie" and "When Love Feels Real." It became more than a trend. It became a movement celebrating sincerity in modern love. As one journalist beautifully wrote, "In an age where most relationships flicker like flashlights in the dark, Yulong and Yang-Mie-Mie remind us that true love glows like dawn, not blinding, but eternal." In that garden of white blossoms, they weren't actors or celebrities. They were two souls simply being seen, fully, softly, honestly, and as the petals drifted down around them, it felt as if nature itself had decided to pause and applaud. As the curtain gently falls on the story of Yulong and Yang-Mie-Mie, what remains is not just a rumor or a trending topic, but a feeling. A quiet, lasting impression that real love still exists. Even in the glittering, uncertain world of fame, through every moment, the purple wisteria, the moonlit bridge, and the blooming garden, they reminded us that love is not about grand declarations. It's about the unspoken, the unhurried, and the undeniable. When two people truly connect, even silence becomes a language, and even stillness tells a story. Their journey became more than a celebrity tale. It became a mirror reflecting our own longing for something pure. Perhaps that's why so many fans resonated with them. Because behind every camera flash and headline, they saw two people simply choosing kindness, patience, and respect. In an era where love often burns too fast and fades too soon, Yulong and Yang Miemie have shown that sometimes the most powerful romance is the one that grows quietly, rooted like spring trees, blossoming year after year without demanding the world's applause. They don't just look beautiful together, one fan wrote. They make love itself look real again. That's the power of their story, its honesty, its calmness, its refusal to play by the noise of showbiz. Instead, it speaks softly, reminding everyone watching that sincerity still shines the brightest. As we close this chapter, their images linger, hands gently intertwined, eyes filled with understanding, surrounded by petals and moonlight. It's not an ending but a beginning, a promise that even in a world of illusion, real emotion always finds its way through. So wherever you are, may their story remind you of something simple yet eternal. Love doesn't need to be loud to be true. Sometimes all it takes is one look, one smile, and someone who truly sees you.